I'm assuming you were a pretty good defensive coordinator, right?
I was okay, I think. But
you were okay. You coached in a few playoff games as a defensive coordinator and a head coach. And I'm sure, without me looking it up, you had, 21-point leads, maybe even more than that. Have you ever surrendered in the playoffs, either as a head coach or a defensive coordinator, a 27-point lead to a team?
No, hell no, of course not. I mean,
so what happened to the Chargers?
Well, exactly. I think, and he's a defensive guru. Difference was I was in the top 5 almost my entire career. All right, that's facts. But like I did give up a 16-point lead in a championship game against Peyton Manning, by the way, the year he was in his prime, winning Super Bowls and stuff like that. When I lost 2 corners, but we gave up a 16-point lead. Okay, I get it. That was it. That's the biggest lead I think I've ever given up in my life.
Everyone's going to blow a lead eventually.
Yeah,
every
absolutely.
Coach
But you're not going to blow a
27
point lead. This was a thing where, like, here's what it is. And you guys know this. The ball should never be, number one, it should be a moving clock, always, right? So, in other words, as much as possible, it's a moving clock. In other words, we ain't throwing in completions. And so it's about the running game. You can't have 6 rushing attempts or 7 rushing attempts in the second half of a game when you're up 27
Be nice to have a big
points.
Targeted receiver, too, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Be nice to have a big targeted receiver available.
Well, yeah, Mike Williams, that might have helped.
But
the other thing is, too, your throws. What are you asking your players to do? All right? These are what I call catchable balls. We want things to come back to the quarterback. Curls, hooks, different things like that keep the clock moving. That's what it is. And Austin Eckler had how many targets? Like, he should have had 10 targets because you can't cover them. Let him run angle, option routes, different things. That's run and catch balls. All right? And to me, I never saw any of it. You limit their possessions, you end up winning the game. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to score another point, and you still can win the game.
Rex, I'm not a football genius like you, but, like, just watching Austin Eckler, rush for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'm like, or just bleed the clock, man. Like, just, drown the clock. Like, why is it so and that's always the thing I feel like with Brandon Staley. Like, some coaches that you meet throughout all these circles are a little bit too smart for their own good. Yeah. They always try to outthink you. I'm like, you don't need to outthink anybody. Keep
Smarty
it simple.
pants.
Hey, JWill, it's like this. And Key, this guy thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. He ain't close. Like, he may be in a math quiz or something like that, but this is football. This guy is so disrespectful to the game that the coaches that have coached prior to this guy, look, has he ever done it? I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I'm the guy. I don't care what Bill Parcells did, Bill Walsh, Bill Belichick, and Bill anybody.
Any of the Bills.
Any of them. I don't care. I'm smarter than them. No, you're reckless. He's been reckless ever since he took the job. Now he's reckless with his players' health. A guy that's had a broken neck, by the way, Mike Williams, had back issues all the time, and he gets hurt in the last regular season game. Imagine that. But here's the deal. This guy, he doesn't – I don't think he respects the game because how do you not – like, he needs to grow from it. He needs to grow from not being – I'm smarter than anybody else in the room. Do it there's a reason why those guys won all those rings. And to me, the guy, this is what happens when you hire guys that have limited experience. What did he coach for 4 years or something? And he gets a job. We look at our own Jeff Saturday, had no experience. He may be a good coach 10 years from now, but he's had no experience. So what happens? He blew a lead like this also, right? Experienced coaches ain't going to lose these games, I can assure you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.